Are you struggling to find leads that actually turn into real estate clients? Look, I've been there until I discovered a better approach that works with the industry's newest trends. So, in this video, I'm going to show you the step by step system you need to attract high quality real estate leads using strategies that are current, simple, and get real results. And every month, we generate hundreds of leads for our own business and thousands for our clients. And we don't do it by boosting a post or crossing our fingers. And the crazy part, over half of our deals are under contract within 7 days of them filling out the form. So let's get right into it. So, step one is getting traffic to your site in the first place. I used to run those Facebook ads. You've seen them all before. Find out what your home is worth, right? And I was getting in a ton of leads. The problem is none of them were ready to sell. They were just curious. Some thought it was a Zillow estimate, and oftentimes the number on my paid for service was the exact same number as Zillow, which is only a little bit embarrassing, right? But most people were just bored and filled out their wrong info just to see a number. And after wasting weeks and months chasing these leads, I realized I wasn't attracting motivated sellers. I was attracting tire kickers. Now, I was spending about $25 to $50 a day and getting a couple of leads in every single day. And that sounds okay. But my conversion rate was about 1 in 100. And it took about 6 to 18 months to convert these leads into actual clients. Now, we needed to get the right traffic to our website. And so we changed up the offer. No longer did we offer to tell them a fake number and what their house might be worth. We decided to actually solve their problem, which was selling their house. And now we do spend 50 to 150 bucks a day sending traffic, real people we're talking, motivated sellers to our landing pages. And that traffic comes from two places: Google and Facebook. Now, on Google, its sellers already searching for things like sell my house fast, avoid foreclosure, what's my home worth. We bid on those keywords and show up at the top, and we are first in line. Now, this has taken many, many years to figure out how to do it in an affordable manner because Google is kind of the kingpin when it comes to most leads for real estate. Now, on Facebook, it's more like a pattern interruption, right? We run short video ads that grab attention and they're really, really good. And we test and we test and we test some more to find what's actually working. People click, people then convert, and it really is as simple as that. Now, it did take a few $100,000 in ad spend to dial this in, but here's the crazy part: we're not chasing them. We're not cold calling. These are sellers raising their hands saying, yeah, I do need to sell now. And our conversion rate is through the roof. I make about 5 to 10 phone calls a day and I consistently get 2 clients a month. That's how we generate consistent lead traffic without burning out. So, what was the actual change that made this whole thing work? Well, on to step two here. We started solving people's problems. We stopped offering them information and we started making them an actual offer, not a CMA, not a free home value report, an actual cash offer. And these are some of the exact ads that we're running today. It's as simple as that. And yes, this works even if you're an agent who doesn't buy houses. In fact, about 95% of all the leads that wanted a cash offer, we turned into listings for us. Why? Because cash offers suck in comparison to how much most sellers can make on the market. You know that. I know that. And if you want to see how we actually convert these leads into deals, just get on my weekly email list below and I'll get you our exact process. This offer cuts through everything because that's what real sellers actually want. They don't want another estimate, they want a solution. And in our current market, about 25% of people don't even want to sell. They just want to test the market and put it on, have it listed with a number. We don't work with those people. We work with people who need to sell. Now, where we send them matters just as much as what the ad says. Our landing page is built to convert. We've got clean designs, clear steps, and a simple form that only takes about 10 seconds to fill out. So these are our landing pages, and we don't overload them. We don't confuse them. We guide them into a single action. Fill out your info, and we'll get you an offer. And what potential lead sees is sellers who get more than they thought possible. They see sellers with testimonials who avoided foreclosures. They see sellers who were stuck and got a lifeline fast. They see people just like themselves. And that's the social proof. And that's why these pages work so well. And for our clients, we duplicate these landing pages so they work just as well in your market too. They see someone just like them in their situation who actually got help. And suddenly it's not just an ad anymore, it's a lifeline for their problems. And 5 to 10% of people who land on these pages fill out their information and become a lead. Now, this is where most people drop the ball, but we don't. About 25% of leads that come into our system book a time to talk with us without even us having to lift a finger or make a phone call. How? Well, step three, it's about booking meetings automatically and about using systems that are proven to work. So once a lead comes in from one of our landing pages, we don't wait. We don't fumble, but we don't forget to follow up because our CRM takes over immediately. Here's how it works. What I'm showing you is a screenshot of all the automation that we've put into place. The moment a motivated seller fills out their information, our system fires off text messages, voicemail drops, emails, everything that they need to book a meeting with us. Because let's be real, if it's Sunday at 9 p.m., I'm not getting on the phone with someone within 30 seconds to try to book a meeting. This system does it. This is all personalized, it's all automatic, all within seconds, and it doesn't stop there, right? In the best case, they book a meeting immediately with us. If they don't book immediately, our AI chatbots step in, it handles all the back and forth, it answers the questions, it qualifies them, and it books the meeting for us. Literally, I wake up and we'll see appointment booked Wednesday at 2 p.m. No chasing, no back and forth scheduling, no sorry, forgot to follow up. It's literally all handled. And while I'm with clients, it's handled. While I'm at the gym, it's handled. And while I'm sleeping, of course, it's handled. Now, if they don't reply, the system keeps dripping out value over the next few days through reminder messages, another offer to book, credibility emails. I mean, this is pretty intensive of what we've built over the last few years to really get people to respond to us. We have tested this on thousands of leads, and here's what we found. If someone doesn't book in the first 10 minutes, they're most likely going to book between day 2 and day 7, but only if you stay in front of them often. Now, most agents do give up after one phone call and one text message. We let the system keep working forever. And because of that, we're setting appointments daily without even lifting a finger. This is what turns leads into meetings without burning out your calendar or your energy. And once they book, we just show up and do what we do best. We build trust, we build credibility, and become their number one resource for selling their house. Now, there is one more piece, and it's the most underused but most powerful thing that we do. And it's what positions you as the expert and keeps your brand top of mind, even to leads who haven't booked a call yet, especially with leads who haven't even responded. Now, remember in the beginning how I said that 50% of all of our deals are signed within 7 days of them filling out their information? Well, what about the other 50%? Yeah, that's where step four comes into play. And this is about value for life. And this is what we do because we have the time, because we're only making 5 to 10 phone calls a day, following up with 1 to 2 leads a day to try to turn them into deals. So, what do we do with the rest of our time? We build a brand. So, if you stop following up, you're going to lose these leads to the next agent who is showing up consistently. Now, our CRM does poke at them occasionally after the first couple of weeks, right? But at this point, the same texts, phone calls, emails just don't cut it anymore. We all know that. You need to build trust with them without talking to them. And I don't want to be that agent chasing people down every week for months. That's why we built a weekly email strategy that does the relationship building for us. Every week, we send a short, value packed email to all of our leads. And it also includes a local video market update that positions us as the expert. Many people that want to sell just don't want to feel pressured into things with someone that they don't know yet. They don't want to be in front of a salesperson. So we let them get to know us through email and video. And here's a screenshot of my YouTube channel and what I put out for potential sellers. And you'll be amazed how many people you talk to in a year or two from now will go, "Oh, yeah, actually, I watch a bunch of your stuff. That's why I reached out." And now it all kind of goes into play, right? You don't necessarily know how effective billboards always are because people don't always tell you why they reached out or how long they've been following you. But trust me, this stuff works. This is the kind of stuff that no other agent is sending them, and it builds up massive trust over time. They watch you week after week. They start to feel like they know you, they start to trust you, and eventually, when they're ready, right? Just when they're ready, you're the one that they want to work with. And that's the power of consistency. And this weekly email takes us less than 30 minutes a week to put it together. And it's the only long term follow up that I do personally. I don't call leads that have reached out more than a few times over the course of a year. Now, I know most of you are just shaking your head at that and you're amazed by that. And if that's your thing, go for it. It's just not mine. I would rather spend the time building up a brand and building up a video bank of trust with the people who do want to work with me. I just don't want to call a bunch of people all the time. That's just me. Now, this is like planting seeds every single week and every single month, and deals do start to sprout up over time. Sometimes leads we forgot even existed. Now, a lot of agents struggle with knowing how to secure a deal while talking with someone. And it's why I put together this video. And in just 11 minutes, I'm going to show you how you can double your close rate with home sellers.